DENALI XL badge on a grille wearing real chrome, not black mesh. This Yukon runs a single curved display GMC has never laminated as one uninterrupted pane before, at the factory level. And I'm saving exactly how they pulled that off until later in this video. As for the price question, my answer depends entirely on whether you're cross-shopping this against a Navigator L black label or against a standard Yukon Denali sitting one trim down, because those are two very different conversations to have. We're covering the exterior in detail, the cabin, then the powertrain numbers that actually matter most. But first, the backstory, because this Yukon didn't come out of a normal product planning cycle. It came out of something far more specific than that. Most people are staring at that chrome grille. That's not the engineering story. The real story sits behind the wheel. That dashboard display isn't two screens, it's one continuous curved pane of laminated glass. A seamed two-screen setup shows a visible bezel line and catches glare unevenly. This one doesn't. Lincoln's Navigator L still runs its panoramic display as a flat panel, not curved glass. Continuous curved lamination, the display is formed and laminated as one curved sheet before electronics go behind it. The logic is simple. A seam is a weak point for structure and glare, so removing it removes both. It closes the gap between a big screen and a unified one. Step inside, and this cabin makes its case. The steering wheel wears genuine wood inserts on both spokes, paired with gray leather, a pairing that feels closer to a Range Rover cabin than a mainstream Yukon. That's a deliberate design choice, not accidental. A round volume and tuning knob sits directly on the wheel spoke itself, not buried somewhere on the console. On a long highway stretch, adjusting audio without moving your hand off the wheel matters more than it sounds. Lincoln's Navigator L still routes that control through a touch-sensitive pad. Memory door zone control. Window position, mirror angle, and door lock status all saved to a single seat memory profile. It's specific to multi-driver households who don't want to reset 3 things every entry. It closes the gap between having memory seats and having an actual memory cabin. Missed the mark. That glossy wood on the wheel spokes looks premium in photos, but turns slick under sweaty palms in summer heat. Range Rover uses a matte wood and leather blend specifically to avoid that. The exterior is where that competitive intent gets loud. Here's what actually triggered this. Lincoln's Navigator L Black Label debuted a 48-inch panoramic display that dominated every review, and GMC had no single-screen answer of its own. The brief wasn't build a nicer Denali, it was answer that display headline before Navigator owned the panoramic screen conversation entirely. Every single inch of glass on this dashboard traces back directly to that one headline. Grille. Real chrome horizontal bars framing a red GMC emblem, functional brand signaling at a glance from any angle. Front fascia. Vertical intake vents feeding both radiator and brake cooling, not just one system. Badge. A DENALI XL script on the front fender, the same naming GMC uses on its real extended wheelbase trim. Wheels. Large chrome finish multi-spoke wheels on low-profile street rubber, chosen deliberately for road presence over ride cushion. Rear. A vertical LED taillight signature with a chrome accent bar, quad exhaust tips, and matching DENALI XL script on the tailgate. Load path decisions like curved glass lamination hold their function for the life of the vehicle. Chrome trim doesn't age identically, but it holds resale appeal regardless. None of that matters without the number underneath it all. Engine. 6.2-liter V8, 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, 10-speed automatic, 4-wheel drive. Navigator L Black Label's turbocharged 6 edges this out on power, but this V8 delivers it without any turbo lag off the line at all. Speculative Tech 3. Predictive glare compensation. The same curved glass panel adjusts brightness and polarization automatically based on sun angles sensed through the windshield. It's the exact gap Lincoln's flat panel display exposes on a bright afternoon drive. It removes glare-related squinting before it ever starts. Navigator L Black Label wins outright horsepower by a real honest margin, no argument there. Cadillac's Escalade wins outright interior hush at highway speed by a noticeable amount too. Neither one actually solves glare on its own display the way this dashboard does. Engineering case closed. Now the money question. Now, here's what I actually think about all this. Completely straightforward. That panoramic display headline explains nearly every decision here. The curved lamination, the glare compensation, even that Denali XL badge signaling genuine extended luxury credentials. Whether GMC actually succeeded here depends entirely on whether you personally value genuine display engineering or outright horsepower more in your daily use. Expect this configuration to land around $110,000. Navigator L Black Label starts near $124,590 for more horsepower but a flat, seamed panoramic display instead of genuine curved glass. And a standard Yukon Denali starts closer to $76,000. So you're paying roughly $34,000 for the curved display, the glare compensation, and the chrome trim package layered on top of that base SUV. On residual value, genuine factory-integrated hardware like laminated curved glass has historically held up noticeably better at trade-in than simple cosmetic chrome packages alone because it shows up as a documented build code a dealer can actually verify. Plan on a solid 4 to 5 year hold, and this configuration should depreciate more like genuine engineering than a simple trim-level upsell. If you want real display engineering with smarter glare handling, this is the better buy over a Navigator L. If outright horsepower is genuinely your only real priority here, Lincoln still wins that number outright, no argument there at all. This Yukon earns its premium through genuine display engineering, not chrome and badges alone. That Denali XL badge I opened with, it's the same commitment that shaped this dashboard. I'd genuinely love to hear from anyone who's driven a Navigator L Black Label or an Escalade with this Denali X. How did the displays compare in sunlight? Next up, Denali XL against that Navigator L Black Label, spec for spec. Subscribe so you don't miss it. $110K for this Denali XL or $124K for the Navigator L Black Label? Drop your call below.